Make sure to never miss another video by subscribing. Hit the bell to enable notifications, hit the check mark, save, and if you enjoy the video, leave a like.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Panda and welcome to the Q&A. Right now I have a ton of questions popped open from Discord and YouTube comments, and we're gonna go ahead and answer them. I don't know how I'm gonna answer all these. I've just looked at some of the questions, selected some, guys with them so I could screenshot them, and then now I got to think about the actual answers to these. So this is not like planned out responses or anything. So hopefully I don't mess this up. But my first question that we're gonna start off with today is from Claire Bear. They ask what my favorite memory of 2019 is. That's tough. You know, 2019 was a difficult year, but it was also a good year. There's a lot of ups and downs. Right now, off the top of my head, the first thing I think of is going to Disneyland with Bree, and I think that's gonna be the answer. And I'm gonna count the Disney World trip as 2020 because I can, I get to do that. But off the top of my head, that's probably gonna be it for right now. Is going to Disneyland with Bree. We did that in October near Halloween. I think October 30th. I think we went. So next question is from Hickory, and Hickory asks, Austin, can you draw me a YouTube banner? I'll pay you $5. That's about to be the easiest $5 ever made. Watch this. Boom, $5, Hickory. So next up, Lily asks, okay, Austin, the sun, the moon, or the truth? This is an inside joke no one's gonna get, but I'm gonna go the moon. I got the moon. Next up, we got Pugs, who asks, top 3 places outside of America you want to visit. That's difficult. I want to travel. I'm gonna definitely say the Azores, because that's a little island off of Portugal. That's where my family and my dad's side's from, and it looks beautiful there. I'd love to go there. I would say Egypt if we could go inside the pyramids, but I don't know. I love Egypt. I love it's so cool to me. Everything about Egypt it's amazing to me. So I guess I'll say Egypt because of the museums and stuff. And the third one's really a toss-up between Italy, Greece, and Rome. Is Rome in Italy? Am I gonna sound stupid? I don't know if I'm gonna sound stupid. I'm gonna say Italy. I think it could be any of those really. I'd also like to go to China. I'd like to go to, there's a lot of stuff that I'd love to just go and do. Europe, the UK would be cool to do. Obviously, I don't know. It's just, Bora Bora would be amazing to go to. I don't know if Hawaii counts. It's technically America, but it's off the mainland. I don't know. It's just I want to travel a lot. So there's definitely a lot of places I'd love to go. Next up, Wolfie asks, what's one thing you hope you improve on, or try in this new year? I think my top goal to improve on this year is my communication. I've always struggled with my communication skills, and it's something that's kind of crippled me in the past, and I definitely want to improve on communication, both inside of work and outside of work. So that's definitely one of my top priorities this year is improving my communication. And I also want to become more self-dependent. I rely on a lot of people, and it's not a bad thing, but I also want to be able to rely purely on myself. So next up, Pugs asks, boxers or briefs? Boxers. You're welcome. Hickory asks, what's my favorite song? And that's hard because it kind of changes a lot. I think at this moment it's probably Old Days by Russ. That's probably my favorite song at this second, if I had to guess. That's what I listen to the most at the moment, I think. Next up, Lily asks, what's the first thing you thought when you saw Bree? So I met Bree at Mindfair in LA in 2018. And in the movies when when the hot girl walks in in the movie, right? And the guy stares at her, and like time slows down. She does the slow walk. Her hair is like slowly moving. I swear to you, that's what it was like in my head. Like it felt like time slowed down, and yeah, I mean, I stared at her more than I don't know how she didn't know at that second, you know, like I watched her walk all the way down the long aisle thing to get to like where we were, so I don't know how she didn't know. But yeah, I mean, it felt different, you know. It's like the first time I've ever had like this kind of like butterfly thing in my chest. It felt like you kind of know, I guess, when you like somebody, and it was the first time it was ever instant. I mean, before Bree, I never really believed in this whole love at first sight thing, but at the first sight of Bree, I was like in, you know, I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I knew she was special, I guess, and I wasn't wrong. Here we are. So next question is from Aiden Laya. Sorry if I said your name wrong. They asked, do I speak any other language? Technically no. I can do like a couple of words in Portuguese, and I can do a little bit of sign language, ASL, but it's not really a spoken language. Obviously I know a little bit of words in Spanish, but nothing that I would say would be like, oh yeah, he can speak that, you know, like, so yeah, not really. But it's something I do want to do one day. I want to learn how to speak some different languages. I feel like that'd be really cool. Also by Aiden Laya, they asked, will I play any other games other than Minecraft? So when I'm not recording, I play all kinds of games. I very rarely actually play Minecraft. When I'm not recording, I play all kinds of stuff. Bree got me Planet Zoo yesterday, so I want to play Planet Zoo. But I played like Civ 6. I used to play Call of Duty way back in the day. There's a lot of different games that I play. But as far as my channel goes, on this current channel, probably not. Maybe, I don't know. At the moment, there's no plans to do so. But I do want to start streaming this year on twitch.tv/Panda511. Go check me out. So I'm definitely there. I want to play other games besides Minecraft. But yeah, there is other stuff that I do want to play for content-wise. So next up we have Lunami Siren? Sorry if I said your name wrong. They asked, do I have any pets? And if not, do I want any? So I have 2 dogs and a cat. Is that it? I feel like I'm missing something here. I think it's just 2 dogs and a cat. Yeah, it's just two dogs and 1 cat. Yep. So that's all my pets. Do I want more? I would love another puppy. I don't know if my dogs or my parents or anybody would like that, but I would love to have a little husky, or I was looking up something. Hold on, let me look on my phone here. It's on my internet tab on my phone, so I could always like go back to it. It's a corgi. It's basically a husky and a corgi mix. You guys need to go look at it. They are adorable. I would love one of them. But anyways, next question is from Animation Dalmatian. And I like your name. They asked, what has been your favorite character for you to play so far, and are there any you have in mind that you want to implement in a series in the future? Love both your videos. Love both of your vids. That's me and Bree, I'm assuming. So thank you. My favorite character to play, as far as recently, has definitely been probably my FTO character, because he's kind of the most like me, and I loved his development throughout the series, and how much he would build up and then fall back down. I thought that was really fun to play, and it definitely represented a lot of me, and I like that. Also, I like the Origin Olympus one that I played, just because he's silly and does whatever he wants. Like, that's always a fun character for me to play. And also, this is an older one, but I really liked my Wildthorn character that I played. Thought that was a lot of fun too. So next up we have Res Steel. asking, it said that he said, "Big Fana, can we be friends?" Devin, we're already friends, bro. All right, chill, dog. Go check out Rez's channel, Rez Steel. You know, that's all you gotta do. Just Rez Steel. Go subscribe. Check him out. Next up, we have Light Angel Luna, and they asked, "When did you meet Richie, Michael, Bree, and JP?" I'm also gonna throw in Devin, so 404, not Rez Steel, Devin, but 404. So I met Richie. I guess let me go in order of who I met first. So first off, I met Michael. Way back in the day. Man, that's probably close to 6 years ago, maybe. Let's look it up. You know, let's go over to my channel. Let's click my channel right now. Here we go. And then let's go to this. Let's go to videos. It'll be quicker. And let's go sort by date added oldest. And scroll down to where is it? We did so our first video that me and Michael did together was actually like a Hypixel Hunger Games thing. Here it is, 5 years ago. So February 11th, 2014. And I met Michael because we were supposed to do our two SMPs that were on. I was on an SMP called Mine City. He was on one called Vortex. Our SMPs were supposed to do a UHC against each other. That fell through, and there was actually a big fight between the two SMPs. But me and Michael, we were friends, and we hung out, and we kind of just developed a friendship over time like that. And it's been 6 years, almost 7. No, it's been 5 years, almost 6. So Richie was next, and I met Richie from the event Pixelmon Egglock, and that was just a random thing. He was just in it, and he was kind of pushing himself out there. He did try to do videos to everybody, and me, him, and Xylo, I believe, did a video together as my first one, and ever since then, it's kind of been history. We ended up a couple months later recording like 18 Poke Revolution, like it was a Pixelmon server. We recorded like 18 videos in a day, and ever since then, it's kind of just, that's been our friendship. So then next up was Bree. No, I guess technically next up was Devin, 404. Devin was a voice actor. We used a site called Casting Call. We put something out there. I don't remember what the series was for. It could have been Richie's fairy tale thing. That could have been first, and I could have got introduced to him from that. But he was just a voice actor for us. And the more we talked, the more we hung out. And eventually started YouTube with us this year. And yeah. So then next up was Bree. I met her at Mindfair in LA in 2018. That was actually, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's still the record for the biggest Minecraft convention or not. But at the time it was on that event. And yeah, so I met her there. And a month later we started dating in May. And yeah, that's where I met Bree. And JP, I met the next year, which was 2019, at the LA Mine Fair. And he was actually coming to me to talk to us about a Pixelmon server he was trying to run. And we met in person. And at first, we didn't really talk too much. We did business. He kind of stayed with us throughout the day, just off by the side, kind of talking about his business. And then later on that night, we went to Smashburger, I believe. I think it was Smashburger, with all the YouTubers and whatnot. And the table was actually full. So me and JP ended up sitting at our own table. And we just kind of, like, wow, we just had our own conversation. We clicked kind of instantly. And yeah, so that's where I met the whole dream team. So next up, what's your favorite thing about Richie, Michael, Bree, and JP? Asked by Sethomicide? Sorry if I said your name wrong. So Richie, I like his work ethic when he shows up. he works really hard. He does a lot of work. Same thing with Mike. Michael works really hard, but I think I like Michael's dedication and his untimeliness. Like, I don't know how to say that, but he's always there. He always shows up when he's supposed to. He's never late or anything, really. He doesn't miss recordings. I like that a lot. Bree, I like her dedication, her her creativity especially, and her quality, like, assurance. I'm just talking purely business wise here, by the way, guys. I like her, like, quality. Like, she wants to make sure things are a certain quality, and she pushes for that quality, and she makes sure that it is at that quality, and she has creativity as well. JP, I like his dedication, his inspiration, and he's always, like, pushing his motivation. I like that about him as far as business wise goes. So next up, oh, this one's not loading for me. Hold on. Well, I guess this question's not being asked, whatever this question was. Next up, Lucky Livy. They ask, what's the most hardest thing to do in what's the most hardest thing to in YouTube and why? To do for YouTube, I'm gonna say staying motivated. Cause YouTube is a thing where it's kind of hard. I feel I make my best. Whoa, okay, breathe. 1, 2, 3. I feel I make my best content when I'm having fun, and sometimes you get burnt out. You don't want to do it, and you're not having fun, and it's hard to push through those times and regain that fun. So that's always something I try to push for, is make sure I'm having fun in my content, and when I'm not, I change things up, I switch things up, I really look at what I'm not enjoying, and I try to take that bit out, replace it with something new, try anything, and I'll try to pre-record, so I can take a break from YouTube completely, and you guys can still get your content, like I just did. So yeah, staying consistent, having fun with it the whole time, and then regaining the motivation once you've lost it. I think it's probably the hardest thing. Also, probably trying not to compare yourself to others. It can be very difficult sometimes, where you're like, oh, they do Minecraft roleplays and I do Minecraft roleplays. Why? I feel like we're the same quality. Why am I not doing as good as them? Or why are they doing better? Blah, 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 right? You can't compare yourself to others, and that's something very important. You can't look at somebody else's channel and be like, wow, they have 100K, I only have 7. Why? You know? Like, you have to focus on yourself and be happy for the people around you, not compare yourself and be jealous and be spiteful or hateful or petty because you feel that you should have what they have as well. Or when somebody blows up and you don't, or their video takes off and yours does. It's hard to control that. It's a natural human thing, but it's something that you have to work on personally. And that's never really been a challenge for me personally, as far as the getting jealous or whatever, comparing myself. That's never been my problem. My problem has always been more of the motivation and whatnot, but that is a very common problem for YouTubers. Next up, Kathy asks, cereal or milk first? Cereal. Do people put milk first? That's so weird. Alright, next up. Oh, is this one not gonna work either? Wait. Oh, yeah, it is. You lucky. It's Hellkaiser for the win, FTW. Let me think. One thing I've always wanted to ask Austin. Do you plan on streaming more often this year? Also play League, Pog. Maybe. I do plan on streaming more this year. I want to make a dedicated streaming schedule. And I think a lot of the Dream Team plans on doing that. But I do want to diversify outside of just YouTube. And I also want to become more, not just for Minecraft, but for me, is why I want my viewers to be with me. And I think Twitch is a great way to build that up. So I definitely do plan on doing YouTube streams, transferring it to Twitch for a little bit, just so everybody on YouTube knows I'm streaming on Twitch, and then doing consistent stuff on Twitch with different games, Minecraft probably still, but definitely have different games mixed in there as well. And that might be League. I don't know. I don't play a ton of League. I played a little bit. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I'm not very good at it, so it wouldn't be very entertaining to watch. But yeah, I do want to stream more times on Twitch this year, and as I get a more developed schedule in the next month or so, I will be hopefully streaming consistently on Twitch. So next up, Black Wolf LTUYT asks, have you ever thought about quitting YouTube? The simple answer is yes, quite a bit of times actually. The most recent was probably before I started Hunter Baby Daycare. No, not Daycare, Hunter Baby SMP. Before I started Hunter Baby SMP, before I started Celestial Forest and whatnot, and before I ever had like the biggest jump, well, second biggest jump I've ever had on YouTube. and it actually still holds my real-time record, which is the amount of views you get in 48 hours, is that summer. I actually really was, I was like a step and a half away from quitting YouTube, and actually Bree's the one that kept me going on YouTube. She said, hey, we can do this series, we can do this series, we can do this series, and I'm glad I listened to her, and I'm glad I did those series, and it really sparked my love back for YouTube, I think. But before that, there was plenty of times where I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit because of my numbers, and it was a very bad state to be in, where I was like, numbers, and I wanted to quit because of it. There's just times where I wanted to quit where I don't feel I'm good enough. I don't know. There's been a lot of times I've wanted to quit. But something I've always admired about myself is my perseverance. I've seen a lot of my friends quit YouTube. The first one that comes to mind is To The Max HD. He was the guy I did Pixelmon with. It was my first real blow up on YouTube. And I grew with him, and then he quit, and I kept going. And I've had that happen with a lot of my friends, and I've seen a lot of people go up with me, and then they quit, and I still go. And it's not always the easiest thing. It's always like, dang, this is hard. It's a transitional period now. It's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But I'm very grateful for my perseverance and my dedication and the reason that I've kept going. So I'm glad that I keep going and doing YouTube. But there has definitely been times where I've wanted to quit. Next up, Revolution Twirler 7 asks, how old was I when I did my first Minecraft roleplay? I can answer this question. Let me see. So our first Minecraft roleplay. What was my first Minecraft roleplay? Let's do some scrolling, shall we? I don't know what the first one would be. I'm gonna be real with you. I know H1Z1 was my first, like H1Z1 Unforgotten was my first roleplay. But I don't know what my first Minecraft roleplay was. So let's see, and then I'll figure out how old I am. What is this? So there's my faction days. Yeah, those were ooh. All right. So here's Unforgotten. So I guess technically this Pixel Town was my first roleplay. Am I gonna consider that? I'm not gonna consider that because that's just a server. So let me find the first. So Star Wars, Episode 1, The Force Awakens. I'm gonna say let's go with the trailer. Doesn't really matter. So we uploaded Star Wars, The Force Awakens, Star Wars Minecraft roleplay on November 17th, 2015. So that's 5 years ago. So I would be 15, right? I guess I'd be 16 in that, right? Because I'm 20. I'm gonna be 21 in July. Damn, I'll be 21 in July, bro. I'm getting old. Yeah, so I'm gonna say I think I was 16 when I started doing Minecraft roleplays. So let's see. Let me find where I was. So yeah, 16 when I first started doing Minecraft roleplays. Next up, Wolfie asks, if you weren't doing YouTube, what job would you like to have? That's hard. I think I'd want to be something still with storytelling. I'd want to be maybe an author. I don't know. I don't think I could write a whole book and make it entertaining. I think I'd want to be a film director. That was my, like, when I was in high school, that's what I would always put. I'd put a film director is what my career was that I wanted. So film director maybe. I don't know. I've always had that love for Egypt. So an archaeologist would be cool, but I don't know. I couldn't even survive Florida's like winter heat, so who knows? But yeah, those are probably some of the options that I'd have. So next up, ooh, this one's not working. Is it gonna work? Yeah, Zoe's gonna let it work. Totally not happy. Would you ever think about making a separate channel for covers, like covers for singing? No, I can't sing. I suck at singing. Bree can sing. Bree should consider that. I don't think you need a separate channel to sing. Like, I think she can post that as is. Bree can sing though. Devin can sing though. They should keep singing. I cannot sing, and I will not be singing. So next up, Tom Co asks, can we get Origins of Fred? Yes. All right, next up, we have Dark Kage or Darkage, one of those two. Sorry if I said your name wrong. They asked, when did you start YouTubing and who inspired you? So for those of you guys that don't know, I actually I have a channel before Panda 11, and I'm gonna keep this name a secret because I wanna go back and watch some of these videos once I'm at 100K. I think that's what I want to do for 100K. Is I want to go back to my first ever videos and watch them. But I started doing YouTube in 2011, so 9 years ago. I guess it's gonna be 9 years, and on June 17th is when I made my first channel. And yeah, so I've been doing it for 9 years on that channel. I think I started in 2012 on I guess let's just check, you know. Let's get our information right here. So let's come back up here. I started in 2012, April 8th, 2012. So it'll be 8 years on the Panda 11 channel this year. And who inspired me? On my first channel, it was my best friend Jordan at the time. It's gonna sound weird, but I wanted to be just like him. He started a YouTube channel, so I started a YouTube channel. He was doing Call of Duty videos, so I did Call of Duty videos, and I actually recorded on a tripod facing my TV from the back of my room. It was not a good video, but he's the first reason I started doing YouTube. And then the Panda 11 channel was definitely inspired by Chimney Swift 11, and that's why I have the 11 in my name. It's kind of like a tip of the cap to Chimney Swift 11. And I felt Panda Fire just kind of sounded weird, so Panda Fire 11, it felt more complete in my mind. I don't know, don't ask me questions. But yeah, that's that. So next up, Corncake King asks, what was the first ever video? So the first ever video that I made was intro to a new channel, and it was a Black Ops video. It actually has 65 views. Man, I'm proud of myself. So yeah, it was me, I think, showing off a pretty bad gameplay in Black Ops, and yeah, it was on a tripod and it wasn't good. And I think I had other videos on my Panda 11 channel that I deleted, and I hate that I deleted them. But the first official one that's on there is Mine City SMP. So next up, Warpig888 asks, what inspired you to name your bear Fred, and how did he start? So he started during the Star Wars roleplay. I don't know, it's just kind of a thing that I was like, you know, I want something, because everybody else, I'm pretty sure everybody else had some kind of little prop that they got. Like somebody had a coin or something that they were going to use for the scene, and I was like, I want something. So I went into the creative menu, saw the teddy bear, I was like, I'll take a teddy bear, sure, that makes sense for me, yup. I grabbed the teddy bear, and then in name, I just, like, somebody asked me his name, I'm pretty sure, and I was like, oh, he's Fred. And I was like, I guess that's stuck ever since then. And ever since then, he's been in every role play. He's been in every series that he can be in, and he's just kind of stuck, and he's become part of the brand. So I don't really know why I did that, but I'm glad I did. Next up, Yaritza Pablo. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Asked when did me and Bree meet? So we met in Mindfair, which I believe was April 14th and 15th. Of 2018, and then we started dating a month later in May 17th, 2018. So it's gonna be our 2-year anniversary this year in 4 months. Dang, that's crazy. So what is that? It's been 24. It's been 20 months we've been dating already. Jeez, time flies. Next up, No Just No asks, when is the second season of Origins of Olympus coming out? Origins of Olympus. I don't know what I just said. When is Origins of Olympus coming out? There is still a second one coming, right? No, I'm just joking. So Origins of Olympus is supposed to be, it's planned to come out this year, and that's all I'm going to tell you. There's supposed to be a second season coming this year at some point, and that's all I'm going to tell you. So be ready. It's not the next one, though. I can tell you that. I'm going to tell you that right now so you're not disappointed. It's not the next one, but it is coming this year. Next up, we're going to have the hyper round. This is 11 questions that I found. I thought it was cool from I Jumpy Dragon Plays. So I'm gonna try to answer these as quick as I can. Question 1: how long have you and Bree been dating? 20 months, I guess. Almost 2 years. Question 2: how and where did you tell Bree that you liked her? I told her on the phone, texting. Very, very bad. Don't do that, kids. But yeah, I told her over texting that I liked her, that I loved her. I said that I loved her. And then a day later, she said she loved me back. Question 3: how long did you want to do YouTube before you started your channel? Probably not too long. I started YouTube like right when I wanted to start doing it. It was probably only a couple days, really. Question 4. Did you ever get bullied or made fun of for having a YouTube channel, IRL or cyber? Yes, to both. Both IRL in school and over the internet. I got bullied for it, and I didn't care. At the time, I probably cared. Especially when I was younger, I probably cared, but I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm doing what I love every single day, and it's because of you guys, and I'm blessed, so they can bully me while they work their 9 to 5 and probably are miserable, so I don't care. Question number 5. What recording software and mic do you use? I use OBS to record. I'm using Audacity to record the audio right now because I didn't want to go on Minecraft and sit there. And the mic that I'm using is a Blue Yeti. It's actually the black edition. I don't know if that's what it's called. But before that, I was using an AT2020. That mic broke on me, so I'm using a Blue Yeti now. Next up, what have you taken away from being a YouTuber and how has it affected your life? I've definitely picked up more confidence and more social skills from YouTube. Before YouTube, I was a very shy kid. I would be called on in class, and I would literally hide under the desk. I was very shy. I was very awkward. I didn't really know how to do a lot of things. And through YouTube, I've learned how to do graphic design. I've learned how to do audio work. I've learned how to script write. I've learned how to tell stories. I've learned how to record cinematography. I've learned SEO. I've learned social media, how to be a social media manager and everything, editing. And I've learned a lot through YouTube. And overall, the most important thing so far is I've learned how to be less shy, how to come out of my bubble. Still, I'm very shy when I first meet people. And you still see that same shy kid that I was. But I'm very different nowadays, and I think I'm better, and I'm getting better every day. Was there ever a time you wanted to give up, and if so, what changed your mind? Yeah, I answered that earlier. I did want to quit several times. The most recent was last summer before 100 Baby SMP started, and Bree changed my mind. She kept me going. Question 7. Looking back, is there anything you wish you would have done differently? Yeah, there is so many opportunities that I had back in the day that I just stopped doing YouTube. Like, I took a break, and I hate that. I stopped, bro. I could have been huge right now. But, you know, everything happens for a reason, and I trust what's happening. I trust the process, and I didn't blow up back then for a reason. And I did what I did for a reason, and it could have been just to learn from it. But I am definitely... I am upset that I stopped when I had a lot of momentum. It happened so many times that it actually became a little joke behind the scenes that every time I'd do good and get momentum that I'd stop doing it. And yeah, I'm not doing that no more. I hated that. Number 8, if I could have any other job, what would it be? An archaeologist maybe would be a cool job. A monster truck driver would be funny. What else did I say? Maybe an author. An author would be cool. I don't know if I could do it though. Next up, have you ever copied another YouTuber's idea? Has anyone copied you without permission? Not that I can think of as far as copying another YouTuber's idea. Like, I can't think of a time where I maliciously, like, there's trends obviously, but I don't really consider that the same thing. When I think about your question, in my mind, it's like, did I copy someone's plot word for word, or their story word for word, or something like that? And off the top of my head, I can't think of any time I've ever done that. Obviously, I've done trends where other YouTubers did similar videos, but I don't really consider that copying or stealing or whatever. But there has definitely been a few times where people have just outright stole my video and just re-uploaded it. There's been times where people have done my same exact plot, just with a different name for the main character that they are playing, and I mean, it sucks, but you get over it, and I usually try to take it as a compliment that I made something as good that people want to take. What was school like for you? Elementary, middle school, high school, and college? Elementary school was a very shy place. I didn't want to talk to people, but I was really good at kickball as far as the outfield goes, and it's probably where my love for sports came, was from elementary. Middle school and high school, it was drama, lots of drama, but I also played sports. I played football, and that was probably the highlights of those for me. And I never went to college. So number 11 is, why did you become a YouTuber, and did your family support you? So originally I started doing YouTube because I hated that I was a shy kid. I didn't want to be shy. So I just started doing YouTube. You know, it looked like fun. I wanted to be like my friend, and I wanted to be cool. So I started doing YouTube. At first, my family definitely did not support me, and to this day, it's not 100% support, but they are definitely learning to support me better, and they're more interested in what I'm doing as I've made it more of a career and a job for myself. I didn't really tell people, to be honest. People just kind of found out, and when people would react to me, I would just kind of laugh it off, move it to the side. I didn't really want to talk about it. I was very kind of embarrassed of it in a way, I guess, but only because I was scared I was going to be bullied for it. But nowadays, I don't care. I'll tell people whatever they want. Some people react positively. Some people will be like, oh, how are you going to make your money? How are you going to... It's like, I don't know. Some people are very positive with it and say it's cool. Some people are very negative on it and don't see the future in it. I see the future in it, and this is what I love doing, and you guys have made this a career for me, so I'm grateful for you guys. Next up, and we only have 2 more questions, and I'll let you guys go. Mr. Bloody Cutter has asked, how many years have you been doing YouTube? What did I say, 9 years, almost? So yeah, 9 years. And finally, Jalen Swinton, sorry if I said your name wrong, asks, so my question is that your 2020 going well, and if you'll be making 2020 merch. I will be making a lot of merch throughout this year. I am thinking about doing something kind of exclusive for 2020. We're kind of missing the window, though, so we'll see. But there is going to be exclusive merch. There's going to be merch that runs with series. There's going to be just general merch. I have big plans for merch in 2020 because at the end of 2019, you guys killed the merch game. You guys supported it a lot. And I definitely want us to keep giving you guys merch if you guys want it. And it's a great way to support me outside of YouTube and whatnot. And it helps me be able to live this dream. And obviously it's you guys' support that does that. But once again, I don't want you guys to feel bad if you can't buy merch. You don't have the money to buy merch. You don't have the money to spend on merch. Like, if times are tough for you. Like I said, just watching this video, sharing it with your friends, subscribing to the channel, checking out the videos, that's more than enough. But yeah, I've been going for, 40 minutes almost. Sorry, I talk a lot. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure you hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you guys are new. We should have an SNL out tomorrow, I hope. Cross your fingers. If an SNL comes out tomorrow, you know I did it. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy getting to know me a little bit better. And I definitely could do more of these. Definitely my Discord, so make sure you join the Discord down below. And of course, if your question did not get answered, you can ask me in Discord in my little questions section, and I will reply as I can. Or you can also message me on Twitter. I reply there all the time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. You guys did. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.